Hi guys, today's episode is going to be about prepping for a group seed swap. Stay tuned. Today, I'm going to be using these envelopes. These are #1 coin envelopes. I found this pack on Amazon for like $13. I'll link it down below. We have our own, actually I don't know if I'm going to use these, but we have some safe seeds. We got some Corbaci, some green zebra tomatoes of course, some Maya red habaneros. I might only do a couple packs of these because I want to save some of the seeds for myself, and a ton of paprika pepper seeds. Now, obviously you're going to need seeds, you're going to need something to put the seeds in. I have an ink pad, and I have the refill for the ink pad, but I also got a custom made personalized stamp. This was from a person over on Instagram, JCM Garden. That's her username. I'll go ahead and link her profile below. So what you want to go ahead and do, and this is going to be really simple since I got a few of these. I like to keep it as simple as possible. We're going to go with the paprikas because I have a lot of these seeds. It's a paprika pepper. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, so I'll just link it below if you guys want to go check it out. I usually put them into a bowl like this because it's easier for me to just grab like a little pinch. Usually with pepper seeds, I do maybe between 6 to 10 seeds per envelope. So we just have those there. But the basics on this one is, you can always go ahead and write your username on here, but depending on the size of the seed swap, like this one is only 50. This is actually for the Save Love seed swap. I've talked about it before. My friend Melissa is running it over on Instagram. The account for the swap itself is Save Love Seed Swap. It's not affiliated with Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or anything, but what she is doing is she's donating whatever people send her for shipping. Then she's going to go ahead and donate that to a postpartum group that helps women and men and families deal with postpartum depression. So the basics of this are, just to get my workstation here set up a little bit, I'm going to go and use a stamp. Put that right on top. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's really all it is. And you can just go through and do a bunch of these. I'm not sure how many I'm going to get out of here based on the seeds that I have in here, but I have more here, and I have tons of seeds, like most gardeners. The only thing I am gonna end up writing on here is just the variety, the pepper, and the variety name. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna stamp a bunch of these. Put the variety name on these. And on this again, you can just put it on here anywhere. LEUTSCHAUER. And in parentheses we'll put paprika. You can use a pen, you can use Sharpie like I am here. Either way, as long as it's labeled. And as I'm filling these out, I'm putting these on here. For one, I'm gonna try different ways of doing it, see how it fits better. And it also depends on where I put the stamp. as to where I can actually fit it. I actually got these seeds in a seed swap, one of the seed swaps, what are the 4 seed swaps I did back in the spring of 2019, so about 6 months ago. And now I have so many seeds because they did so well that I'm actually sending them back out into this one. So, let's see, this one is so far that I can do it on the side. So this time around, I initially was only going to do the Save Life seed swap, which is what these are for. But the opportunity came up, and of course I couldn't pass it up. There was a fall gardening seed swap put on by another Instagram account. She had some people that like didn't come through, and so she put out the word and said, hey, I need you guys to let me know if you want to go ahead and be involved, but it's gonna be 140 packets, and I need to receive them within like a week. Let's see here, I just wrote the wrong thing on here, so I put a pre-cup here on the side. And so that one, I had some of these envelopes, but then I didn't have enough, and so I had a friend who had envelopes that were about twice the size, and I just cut those down. That one I didn't film just because I knew I was going to be doing this one, and it was just, in that case, I just wanted to get it done. And as any YouTuber knows, when you try and film something, it's going to take you 10 times longer to do it. So now if you hear the little boy making noise in the back, that's my son. He's over in the other room playing, or watching TV rather. This is James. He's the little one that helped me build the raised beds video, which is actually up now. If you want to go, I'll link it below. You guys can go ahead and check that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this small bundle here, and then once I come back, I'm gonna go ahead and show you basically how I package these up, which I can just show you here. It's not really that difficult. Oh, I do need to grab some tape, because even though they have the sticky part here, you just look it close, I should just like putting a piece of tape, and that way they can go ahead and take it off and resell however they want. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You know what? That's good enough for me. And you know what? Even if I run out of these and I don't hit my 50, I'm fine, because I've got other seeds. So I'll put that to the side and just grab the next one. 3, you know, it's not an exact science. 2, 4, 6. Oh, I'm happy with that. 2, 4, 6. Well, you know what? We'll put a couple more on, because some of those look like they may or may not be good enough. So that guy might have gotten a couple extra ones from the first one, more than the first packet did. I'm just gonna do these here. This one I haven't finished labeling. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Take some away. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it depends, and then also it depends on the kind of seeds that you're sending. For something like peppers, you probably don't need that many, because all these seeds and all these, and this is actually doesn't even include all the peppers I harvested. One pepper can give you quite a few seeds. This is probably only like maybe 5 or 6 peppers. This particular pepper has a lot of seeds, kind of like a bell pepper, as far as the amount of seeds. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's throw a couple more in there. Ooh, we're losing seeds here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that one. Oh, let's put the cap back on this because I don't want that to dry out. Now, a lot of people will also, they may not want to buy the envelopes. I've seen people in some of the seed swaps, they've actually made their own envelopes out of either magazine, what do you call them? Seed catalog pages. Some of them will use newspaper. Some of them will use the little plastic bags. They're about the same size as these, maybe a little smaller. The only thing I don't like about those is that you're gonna have to label them all with a marker, but either that or you're gonna have to print out a bunch of little labels to stick on there. And I'm all about making it easy as possible. Yeah, it might be easier just to print the labels, but when you have a variety of stuff and you're not exactly sure how many of each label, it's just how many packets of each you're gonna have, it tends to get a little tedious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this way. And for 12 bucks for 500 of these, it's not that hard. And I got it on Prime, so it only took a couple days. These aren't due until, I think, middle of December. And this one's actually very cool. And like I mentioned before, this one is for these, whatever funds you send in to, she has to set up with a PayPal account. Whatever funds you send into that, everything in that account is going to get donated directly to this group for the postpartum, to provide the postpartum help to families. And she's also doing a ton of giveaways. As of this recording, I want to say she's up to 12 or 13 different giveaways. You have to be part of the Seed Swap. You have to be signed up. And you also, depending on the giveaway, you may need to follow another account, which, I mean, she's got tons of stuff in there. I'm giving away some seeds, actually, of my personal collection. Some tomato seeds. Of course, we're going to include some green zebras. Depending on when this video goes up, you may or may not have seen the video I just, I'm actually finished editing today. I'm going to go ahead and upload it, of me how I save the seeds. And I also am working on some more, depending on how many. I might do all peppers on this, so I don't know. Because it looks like I might have enough. These corbachis and these paprikas. And actually the My Red Habaneros, these are all very prolific, although I don't know if I'm going to do these because these look a little beat up, so I don't know if they're going to be that viable, and I don't want to send seeds to somebody that may not actually work out for them. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish some more of these. I'm going to keep track, probably put them in stacks of 10, and then that way once I hit 5 stacks, then I know I'm done. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in that amount of time, I've already done 7, and I've been talking for a minute, and I haven't started writing anything else out on these, and so I probably could have been close to done by now. So let me go ahead and do some more stamping, do some more labeling. Once these are out, I'm probably going to grab these. I'm probably going to keep for myself. This paprika, that way I know I have some for next year to go out. These corbachis were actually sent by a friend. She mistakenly clicked on the wrong thing on Baker Creek site, and she got a ton of seeds, and so she just told people to go and message her, DM her for seeds. I did. I grew them out, and now I'm going to go ahead and put them right back in the swap. You guys have seen me do the 40 packs in, probably sped up time lapse. This time I'm going to go ahead and do it as just a regular video. So in my case, I'm doing, 10 at a time. And this stamp, like I said, makes it so much easier. Doesn't matter how much of a time lapse or how much of a real time I'm gonna do on it. The actual labeling itself takes maybe 20 seconds. And here we go. So have to be careful it doesn't stick all that much. And again, if you're wondering about the stamp or the envelopes or the, the markers, the Sharpies are pretty standard. I'm going to go ahead and leave links below to where I got my personalized stamp. I'm sure there's bigger companies that, might be a little cheaper, but if you go through the person I went through over on Instagram, it's her home thing. It's, handmade. It's not mass produced. She buys, the big sheets of this rubber to go ahead and get these done. So now, she actually sends you very detailed instructions on how to clean them, which I think the gist of it is just a cloth with warm water. You don't want to get the wood wet. It is repurposed. So, she cuts it up and does it all herself. So as you've been watching on the time lapse, I just throw a bunch of seeds, 2, 4, 6. As long as I get to 8 or 10, I'm pretty happy with it. All these are going to be the same pepper, but I am going to go ahead and leave these prepped, not just for maybe other seed swaps that come up, or just for sending out to friends when they say, hey, do you have any seeds that you may want to swap? And then that way all I have to do is just grab a few, mix them up, and do it that way. So we've already got 2 done. Granted, I haven't done the tape on the back, and I don't even have it up here on me, but all I use is really just the small Scotch tape. Alright guys, so just want to introduce real quick as to how a basic seed swap works. The ones I've been doing are the ones over on Instagram. So if you're not on Instagram, you might be able to do this with maybe on Facebook. There's different Facebook gardening groups. There might also be some seed swap groups in there. If you're not on either one of those, you got to get on something so you can go ahead and connect with online seed swaps. But there are also local ones. So if there isn't a local one, start one. I'll see if I can find an article on how to run those, down below in the description. But as far as the online one works, the person sets up the Facebook page, Facebook profile, Instagram account, or Instagram profile. They give you their basic rules, which is really just between 25, 50, 150, 100, whatever amount of seed packets they want to set up, depending on how many people are actually they hope or they want in the swap. These actually do fill up pretty quickly. Every now and then you might get lucky somebody drops out, and you don't have to, and you may be able to get in anyways. But the basic gist is they will set up a website, they will set up a PayPal account, they will set up a Venmo account, they will set up something for you to go ahead and send in the payments for the shipping. So when you mail it to them, when you mail them all the seed packets, one person is basically the central brain for this. Everybody sends in their boxes, their packages, their envelopes, whatever, with however many seed packs this person is requesting. Once they get it, they will go ahead and then mix them all up, combine them all. That way, when you get your package back, you're going to have, like this current one I showed you on this video, I'm going to get 50 different seed packets from everybody else in the swap. And it's going to be whatever they send in. In my case, I'm sending in a couple different, 2 or 3 different varieties of peppers. But the account is set up for Venmo or PayPal, or they might even do a website, something like Super Duper Seed Swap does, where you basically just go in, submit your information. They charge you just the amount, or maybe a little bit above the amount, as what the shipping is going to cost back. It's going to cost to send back to you. They use the standard, the small priority mailboxes. That way, it's a flat rate for everybody, and that way they don't have to guess as to what it's going to cost. And it is a lot of work, so if they, maybe charge an extra $1 or $2, I happily pay for it because it's a lot of work. But anyway, so you send it into them, they mix them up, and they send them right back to you. And then that way you get a ton of different varieties of different things. And then that way you don't have to go out and either buy all these individual packages yourself, which then you're going to end up with all these extra seeds anyways. And if something did very well for you one year, and it's, not a very common thing, that most people grow out, then you can send those out. And, like in this video, I'm sending out pepper seeds that I got from the seed swap back in the spring. So I got about 5 or 6 seeds. I got maybe a couple hundred seeds out of it. So, but anyways, that's how your basic seed swap works. We'll put you back to the video.
Subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and ring the bell for notifications.
You heard them, folks. Catch you on the next one. Peace.